So, you're looking for a new job. You've announced you're open to work on LinkedIn. Your CV talks about how you're such a great creative leader. And once you get that interview, you'll smile and say yes to everything. Right? Wrong. By having a well thought out job hunting plan, you could increase and even double your existing salary. Today, we'll review some advice given for this article in our blog from an interview with HR veteran Simona Bareikė and Turing College co-founder Benas Šidlauskas, who has helped hundreds of students to land data jobs in multi-billion-dollar companies like Vinted, Wise, and Hitachi. Let's head into it. According to Simona, this never-ending quest to find the one simple rule to get everything you want in your career is just you looking for shortcuts. According to her, the way to actually achieve this is to look for inspiration in other professionals' success stories and see what you can apply towards your career goals. That and answering your whys and hows. By understanding your skills, inspirations, and the impact you want to have, you can come up with a plan that will work best for you. According to an article written for Zippia, 87% of recruiters find LinkedIn the most effective platform for vetting job candidates, and there are about 930 million LinkedIn members worldwide. For someone looking for a job, LinkedIn is going to be your greatest ally, but you're going to have to do your best too. There are many tips and tricks to manage your LinkedIn profile in the best way possible. You'll find more about this in the article linked below, but our co-founder wanted to add a couple more that he finds crucial. Avoid announcing that you're open to opportunities, so they don't feel like you'll say yes to everything and every offer, even if you don't entirely agree. Manage your headline and avoid overused words. You'll also find a link with 10 buzzwords in our article. And don't add seeking or looking for. Instead, focus your headline on your target. Benas would also say that being consistent and showing interest in the company will help you land a better job with a higher salary. Consistency will increase the chances of you landing multiple job offers, which will let you negotiate a better salary once you get to the final stage of the job application process. He says that from his experience, those who plan a weekly job search and stick to it find a job 2 to 3 times faster than those who don't. If you're eager to work in a specific company, contact the company's leads expressing your desire to work there, even when they haven't advertised a job vacancy. Many Turing College alumni have secured jobs that way. When you ask for advice for job applications, it's common to hear, just do your homework. But let's explore what that actually means. According to Simona, you have to put your effort into studying 2 things, the company and yourself. When talking about the company, it is good to research things like the product or service they're creating, the technologies used, the seniority of colleagues, the prevailing culture in the organization, and the position that you're applying for. That's going to be the best way to show your interest. If you take the time to research your company you're going to be working with, that already says wonders about yourself. Before applying to a job, it's crucial to gather information about yourself. In any job interview, you're going to be asked to talk about things like, how do you perceive yourself? Your strengths, your potential impact on the organization, your plans for the future, your motivations, and what you're looking for. Don't forget to prepare real-life examples of how these have reflected in your past jobs or other activities. These are going to be common questions, and they are going to help the interviewer connect with you. Once you're in the interview, you will likely be asked to evaluate yourself on different skills. It's important that you don't underestimate yourself here, but also don't sell hot air. You don't usually know who you're up against and what level of expertise and knowledge that they may have. Instead, give a self-rate if asked for one, and then share some information that backs that rate up that you've considered. Talk about how much time you've been using a language or skills in your previous jobs. This can also be valuable information to help the recruiters ask more questions to get to know you better. According to Benas, mentioning hobbies and interests is also a great way to show your dedication to a craft. If you have clear information about yourself and the company, the interview will be a sincere, exciting conversation. Start understanding job interviews as mutual introductions and exchanges of information. This is the time for the candidate and the company to meet for a chat. A more relaxed but confident attitude towards them will help you share all that you have to offer and even ask the questions that you need to decide if this job is right for you. If you need to clarify some additional dynamics in the interview, Simona suggests giving context to what you're asking for. For example, if you were going to ask whether it's possible to start the workday at 11 a.m. or noon, some companies would be okay with it. while others not so much. But if you explain to them that you'd like to help your spouse with the morning routine for the kids and give different options that can be talked through and agreed on by both parties, the conversation will go a lot easier. Now, let's say you're also hoping for a better salary without looking too desperate. Oftentimes, money tends to be a complex topic for many reasons. According to a Pew Research Center article, most US workers say they didn't negotiate a higher pay when they were last hired. But sometimes, these are necessary conversations. A good way to do this is to back yourself up with research and find the standard payment for the position that you're applying for. Remember to check that you have the correct information about the country you want to work in. Sometimes we suggest that we can suggest several amounts. For example, you could accept entering with a not so high salary, but with the opportunity to increase if you meet certain goals after working there for a period of time. Simona highlights that you can always ask if you can get some feedback after the interview, both positive and negative. This will help you better prepare for future interviews and can be a great moment to thank the other party for their time and clarify any further questions. If you don't get any feedback after the interview, you can also drop an email to ask them to elaborate. For example, you can say something like, "Please, could you give me some feedback on how I introduce myself on these topics?" Lastly, remember that the best thing you can do is keep yourself relaxed, trust yourself, and share the best of yourself with the company that you're interested in. There is nothing better than being genuine. Just take a deep breath, do your homework, and head into the interview with the best attitude possible. If you want to know more about how to better your performance when job hunting, you'll find a complete article that's inspired this video in the description box below. Remember to like this video if you found any of these tips helpful, and subscribe for more productivity, work life, and tech videos every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.